Hey, hi, hello there, and welcome back to Formula Amateur, where today we are doing the Hungarian Grand Prix race rundown, where we're discussing Formula 3 practice, sprint qualifying, sprint, and the race, and the standings. We also have a champion now in F3. Then we're talking about Formula 2, also practice, sprint qualifying, and sprint, and the race. And then, of course, everyone's favourite, Formula 1. We are talking FP1, FP2, FP3, and qualifying, and the race, and the standings. As always, let's go. So let's start with Formula 3 practice session with Kamara having 9 laps and being the fastest. Then Benavides with 13 laps in second. Belinsky with 10 laps in third. Infrafu Vasak in fourth with 11 laps. Stromsted with 12 laps in fifth. Solov with 9 laps in sixth. Vers with 12 laps in 7th, Delpino with 10 laps in 8th, Boyer with 9 laps in 9th, Gochokwu with 12 laps in 10th, Van Hopen with 10 laps in 11th, Tramnitz with 8 laps in 12th, Lyon with 8 laps in 13th, Tappinen with 10 laps in 14th, Badua with 12 laps in 15th, Justy with 7 laps in 16th, Ramos with 9 laps in 17th, Zagazeta with 12 laps in 18th, Stenshorn with 12 laps in 19th, Sharp with 10 laps in 20th, Voisin with 10 laps in 21, Lacorte with 12 laps in 22nd, Niel with 8 laps in 23rd, Wharton with 10 laps in 24th, Headley with 11 laps in 25th, G with 15 laps in 26th, Ho with 12 laps in 27th, Dominguez with 10 laps in 28th, Johnson with 15 laps in 29th, and Mariangeli with 12 laps in 30th. So how did the boys qualify for the sprint? Well, it was Infrafu Vasak in first, Headley in second, Wharton in third, Justy in fourth, Badua in fifth, Ugochukwu in sixth, Vers in seventh, Niel in eighth, G in 10th, G in 9th, Tappinen in 10th, Boyer in 11th, Kamara in 12th, Lyon in 13th, Stromsted in 14th, Ramos in 15th, Benavides in 16th, Travnitz in 17th, Belinsky in 18th, Van Hopen in 19th, Stenshorn in 12th, Solov in 21st, Dominguez in 22nd, Voisin in 23rd, Ho in 24th, Zagazeta in 25th, Lacorte in 26th, Delpino in 27th, Sharp in 28th, Johnson in 29th, and Mariangeli in 30th. And now onto the actual sprint itself. So Infrafu Vasak won the race, so he made no difference to where he qualified. Ugochukwu went up 4 positions into second, Vers went up 4 positions into third, Headley dropped 2 positions into fourth, Wharton dropped 2 positions into fifth, Badua dropped 1 position into 6th, Boyer gained 4 positions into 7th, Kamara gained 4 positions into 8th, Niel dropped 1 position into 9th, G dropped 1 position into 10th, Tappinen dropped 1 position into 11th, Ramos gained 3 positions into 12th, Tramnitz gained 4 positions into 13th, Belinsky gained 4 positions into 14th, Solov gained 6 positions into 15th, Sharp gained 12 positions into 16th, Stromsted dropped 3 positions into 17th, Voisin gained 5 positions into 18th, Delpino gained 8 positions into 19th, Van Hopen dropped 1 position into 20th, Ho gained 3 positions into 21st, Mariangeli gained 8 positions into 22nd, Stenshorn dropped 3 positions into 23rd, Johnson gained 5 positions into 24th, Zagazeta stayed in 25th, and Dominguez dropped 4 positions into 26th, and Justy, Lyon, Benavides and Lacorte did not finish the race. So now on to the official qualifying. So if you may have noticed, the sprint qualifying was just the top 12 reversed to the qualifying grid. So I will also say where people have moved up between practice and qualifying. So Kamara stayed in first position, so he gained no positions. In second, Boyer gained 7 positions and then in third positions we had Tappinen, who gained 11 positions. G gained 22 positions into fourth. Nael gained 18 positions into fifth. Vers gained 1 position into sixth. Ugachukwu gained 3 positions into seventh. Badua gained 7 positions into 8th. Gisti gained 7 positions into 9th. Wharton gained 14 positions into 10th. Headley gained 14 positions into 11th. Infrafu Vasak lost 8 positions into 12th. Lyon stayed in 13th. Stromsted lost 9 positions into 14th. Ramos gained 2 positions into 15th. Benavides 14 positions into dropped into 16th. Tramnitz dropped 5 positions into 17th. Belinsky dropped 15 positions into 18th. Van Hopen dropped 8 positions into 19th. Stenshorn dropped 1 position into 20th. Solov dropped 15 positions into 21st. Dominguez gained 6 positions into 6th. Voisin lost 2 positions into 23rd. Ho gained 3 positions into 24th. Zagazeta lost 7 positions into 25th. Lacorte dropped 4 positions into 26th. Del Pino dropped 19 positions into 27th. Sharp lost 8 positions into 28th. Johnson stayed in 29th, and Marion Jelly also stayed in 30th. So now on to the F3 race, where Kamara stayed in the same place and was also crowned F3 champion, as it is impossible mathematically to beat his score with 1 race to go in Monza. So he stayed in first position and was crowned champion. In second it was Boyer, who also stayed in second position. Tappinen stayed in third position. Vers gained 2 positions and was in fourth. Nael stayed in the same position in fifth. Solov gained 15 positions in sixth. Badua gained 1 position in seventh. Van Hopen gained 11 positions in eighth. Gisti stayed in the same place in ninth. And then Infrafu Vasak gained 2 positions in 10th. Sharp gained 18 positions in 11th. Stromsted gained 2 positions in 12th. Tramnitz gained 4 positions in 13th. Belinsky gained 4 positions in 14th. Voisin gained 8 positions in 15th. Zagazeta gained 9 positions in 16th. Lyon lost 4 positions in 17th. Lacorte gained 8 positions in 18th. Ramos lost 4 positions in 19th. Ho gained 4 positions in 20th. Johnson gained 8 positions in 21st. Headley lost 11 positions in 22nd. Marion Jelly gained 7 positions in 23rd. Dominguez lost 2 positions in 24th. Del Pino gained 2 positions in 25th. And Stenshorn lost 6 positions in 26th. Wharton lost 17 positions, but it looked like in the final stages of the race he DNF'd, so he didn't really finish the race. And then during the race we lost Ugachukwu, G and Benavides due to DNFs. So we had 3 non-completers who did not qualify to finish. So onto the standings now. We still have 36 drivers who took part throughout the year, with Kamara, as I said, crowned champion with 156 points. Boyer with 108 points in second. Solov in third position with 106. Tramnitz with 93 in fourth. Stenshorn with 80 in 5th, Stromsted with 73 in 6th, Nael with 70 in 7th, Tappinen with 67 in 8th, Gisti with 57 in 9th, Vers with 53 in 10th, Van Hopen with 52 in 11th, Belinsky with 49 in 12th. In 13th we have Infrafu Vasak with 49 as well. In 14th we have Voisin with 48. In 15th Ramos with 48. In 16th Ugachukwu with 41. In 17th we have Wharton with 25. In 18th, we had Leon with 21. In 19th, Dominguez with 18. In 20th, we have Bedrin with 17. In 21st, we have Ho with 17. In 22nd, we have Del Pino in 16th. In 23rd, we have Badua with 13. We have Sharp with 11 in 24th. In 25th, we have Slater with 10. In 26th, we have Headley with 7. In 27th, we have Zagazzetta with 6. In 28th, we have Benavides with 4. In 29, we have G with 1. And then Dufek and Lacorte, Carrasqueda, Sagrera, Johnson, Marion Jelly, and Garcias are all 0-pointers in that order from 30th to 36. So where does this leave the teams? Well, Trident has 282 points, Campos has 263, MP Motorsport has 166, Art Grand Prix has 144, Van Amersfoort Racing has 136, Roda Motorsport has 108, High-Tech TGR has 81, Prema has 25, 75, AIX has 38, and Downs Lucas Oil has 23 points. On to F2 now, where Browning was the fastest driver in the practice session, and he did 15 laps, followed by Goethe with 17 laps in second, Dunn with 20 laps in third, Stanek with 19 laps in fourth, Dirksen with 18 laps in fifth, Martin with 18 laps in sixth, Lindblad with 19 laps in seventh, Beganovic with 15 laps in eighth, Verschoor with 17 laps in ninth, Mini with 16 laps in 10th, Crawford with 18 laps in 11th, Fornioli with 18 laps in 12th, Maney with 19 laps in 13th, Marty with 19 laps in 14th, Cordial with 19 laps in 15th, Megatunev with 17 laps in 16th, Bennett with 19 laps in 17th, Montoya with 17 laps in 18th, Shields with 16 laps in 19th, Villa Gomez with 19 laps in 20th, Esterson with 17 laps in 21st, and Miata with 1 lap in 22nd. So how did the boys qualify? So for the sprint, the top 10 were the reverse of the official qualifying. So in this case it was Marty who qualified first, followed by Dunn in second, Lindblad in third, Martin in fourth, Goethe in fifth, Dirksen in sixth, Browning in seventh, Crawford in eighth, Fornioli in ninth, Stanek in 10th, Verschoor in 11th, Mini in 12th, Cordial in 13th, Beganovic in 14th, Bennett in 15th, Villa Gomez in 16th, Mayata in 17th, Montoya in 18th, Megatunev in 19th, Maney in 20th, Esterson in 21st, and Shields in 22nd. So how did the sprint run through? Well, it was Marty who finished first, whereas he also started first. Then Dunn was in second, so he stayed in second. Crawford gained 5 positions in third, Lindblad lost 1 position in fourth, Browning gained 2 positions in fifth, Martin dropped 2 positions in sixth, Fornioli gained 2 positions in seventh, Verschoor gained 3 positions in eighth, Goethe dropped 4 positions in 9th, Beganovic gained 4 positions in 10th, Maney gained 9 positions in 11th, Dirksen dropped 6 positions in 12th, Stanek lost 3 positions in 13th, Mini lost 2 positions in 14th, Mayata gained 2 positions in 15th, Cordial dropped 3 positions in 16th, Megatunev gained 2 positions in 17th, Villa Gomez dropped 2 positions in 18th, and Esterson gained 2 positions in 19th, Bennett dropped 5 positions in 20th, Shields gained 1 position in 21st, and then Montoya lost 4 positions and was also the only did not finish during the race, and this happened very late on in the actual race session itself. So for your information, in the qualifying actual, it was Stanek in first, who gained 3 positions compared to practice. Fornioli qualified second, he gained 10 positions from practice. Crawford gained 8 positions and was in third. Browning dropped 3 positions in fourth. Dirksen stayed in fifth. Goethe dropped 4 positions in 6th, Martin dropped 1 position in 7th, Lindblad dropped 1 position in 8th, Dunn dropped 6 positions in 9th, Marty gained 4 positions in 10th, Verschoor dropped 2 positions in 11th, Mini dropped 2 positions in 12th, Cordial gained 2 positions in 13th, Boganovic dropped 6 positions in 14th, Bennett gained 2 positions in 15th, Villagomez gained 4 positions in 16th, Mayata gained 5 positions in 17th, Montoya stayed in 18th, Megatunev lost 3 positions in 19th, Maney dropped 7 positions in 20th, Esterson stayed in 21st, and Shields dropped 3 positions into 22nd. So how did the race pan out? Well, Fornioli gained 1 position and finished first. And then Stanek dropped 1 position and finished second. Crawford stayed in third. Browning stayed in fourth. Verschoor gained 6 positions in fifth. Lindblad gained 2 positions in sixth. Boganovic gained 7 positions in seventh. Goethe dropped 2 positions in eighth. Dunn stayed in ninth. Marty stayed in 10th. Maney gained 9 positions in 11th. Dirksen dropped 7 positions in 12th. Villagomez gained 3 positions in 13th. Megatunev gained 5 positions in 14th. Montoya gained 3 positions in 15th. Shields gained 6 positions in 16th. Mini dropped 5 positions in 17th. Mayata lost 1 position in 18th. Esterson gained 2 positions in 19th. And Cordial, Bennett and Martin did not finish the race. How are the standings looking? Well, in drivers we have Fornioli with 154 points in first, then Crawford with 137 in second, Verschoor with 135 in third, Browning with 125 in fourth, Dunn with 124 in fifth, Marty with 97 in sixth, Lindblad with 92 in seventh, Stanek with 77 in eighth, Montoya with 72 in ninth, Martin with 69 in 10th, Boganovic with 58 in 11th, Mini with 35 in 12th, Maney with 26 in 13th, Mayata with 25 in 14th, Goethe with 23 in 15th, Dirksen with 23 in 16th, Villagomez with 11th in 17th, Cordial with 3 in 18th, Megatunev with 2 in 19th, Bennett, Esterson and Shields from 20th to 22nd with 0 points. And now with the teams, Invicta Racing has 231 points, Campos Racing has 189, High Tech TGR has 183, Downs Lucas Oil has 163, MB Motorsport has 158, Rodin Motorsport has 127, Prima Racing has 107, Art GP Grand Prix has 94, AIX Racing has 23, Van Amersfoort Racing has 11, and Trident has 2 points. And now we move on to Formula 1, and we start with FP1, and we will start from the bottom this time, as we always do, with in 20th position we had Paul Aaron, who was in place for Hulkenberg, as due to regulations requiring teams to allow younger drivers to hop on board. So he was in for Hulkenberg, and he did 9 laps due to an engine failure. And then in 19th we had Bortoleto with 17 laps. He also ended up having issues with his car. Then in 18th we had Colapinto with 29 laps. In 17th we had Sonoda with 27 laps. And then in 16th we had Drogovic with 26 laps, who was in place of Fernando Alonso, who was temporarily injured. He still is injured, but he battled through it. He had a muscular injury, and he was only out for FP1. And then Sainz in 15th with 31 laps, Lawson in 14th with 29 laps, Gasly with 27 laps in 13th, Ocon with 26 laps in 12th, Albon with 28 laps in 11th, Stroll with 25 laps in 10th, Verstappen with 25 laps in 9th, Russell with 26 laps in 8th, Antonelli with 26 laps in 7th, Behrman with 26 laps in 6th, Hamilton with 28 laps in 5th, Hadjar with 31 laps in 4th, Leclerc with 28 laps in 3rd, Piastri with 30 laps in 2nd, and Norris with 26 laps in 1st. Moving on to FP2 now, where in 20th we had Colapinto with 29 laps, he dropped 2 positions. In 19th we have Gasly with 5 laps in, and he dropped 6 positions. And then in 18th we have Albon with 30 laps, he dropped 7 positions. Bortoleto with 29 laps in 17th, he went up 2 positions. And then in 16th, Sainz with 32 laps, he dropped 1 position. Lawson with 29 laps in 15th, he dropped 1 position. Verstappen with 25 laps in 14th, he dropped 5 positions. Ocon with 29 laps, he dropped 1 position in 13th. Hulkenberg in 12th with 31 laps, he gained 8 positions from where Aaron left off. And then in 11th we have Behrman with 27 laps, he dropped 5 positions. In 10th, Antonelli, 26 laps, dropped 3 positions. Tsunoda in 9th, 30 laps, gained 8 positions. In 8th we have Hadjar with 30 laps, dropped 4 positions. In 7th we have Russell, 27 laps, gained 1 position. In 6th we have Hamilton with 28 laps, he dropped 1 position. In 5th we have Alonso with 25 laps, he gained 11 positions to where Drogovic left off. In 4th we have Stroll with 28 laps, he gained 6 positions. In 3rd we have Leclerc again with 28 laps. In 2nd we have Piastri again with 30 laps. And we have Norris with 27 laps, and he stayed in 1st. On to FP3 now. We have Hadjar in 20th with 18 laps, he dropped 12 positions. In 19th we have Tsunoda with 19 laps, he dropped 10 positions. In 18th we have Gasly with 22 laps, he gained 1 position. In 17th we have Ocon with 18 laps, he dropped 4 positions. In 16th we have Albon with 20 laps, he gained 2 positions. And then we have Sainz in 15th with 19 laps, he gained 1 position. In 14th we have Lawson with 21 laps, he gained 1 position. In 13th we have Colapinto with 21 laps, he gained 7 positions. In 12th we have Verstappen with 19 laps, he gained 2 positions. In 11th we have Behrman with 17 laps, he stayed in 11th as he tends to do. In 10th we have Hulkenberg with 21 laps, he gained 2 positions. In 19th we have Bortoleto with 17 laps, he gained 8 positions. In 8th we have Russell with 17 laps, he lost 1 position. In 7th we have Stroll with 21 laps, he lost 3 positions. In 6th we have Alonso with 18 laps, he lost 1 position. In 5th we have Antonelli with 18 laps, he gained 5 positions. In 4th we have Hamilton with 18 laps, he gained 2 positions. Leclerc stayed in 3rd with 17 laps. And then Piastri, then Norris dropped to 1 position with 20 laps, and then Piastri topped the charts then with 17 laps. So how did they qualify? Well, it was like this. In 20th we had Albon, who dropped 4 positions. In 19th we had Hulkenberg, who dropped 9 positions. In 18th we had Ocon who dropped 1 position. In 17th we had Gasly, who gained 1 position. In 16th we had Tsunoda, who gained 3 positions, but he started from the pit lane, so everyone went upwards during the actual race. And then in 15th we have Antonelli, who dropped 10 positions. In 14th we had Colapinto, who dropped 1 position. In 13th we had Sainz, who gained 2 positions. In 12th we had Hamilton, who lost 8 positions. In 11th we have Behrman, who once again stayed in 11th. And then in 10th we had Hadjar, who gained 10 positions. In 9th we had Lawson, who gained 5 positions. In 8th we had Verstappen, who gained 4 positions. In 7th we had Bortoleto, who gained 2 positions. In 6th we had Stroll, who gained 1 position. In 5th we had Alonso with 1 position gained. And then in 4th we had Russell, who gained 4 positions. In 3rd we had Norris, who dropped 1 position. In 2nd we had Piastri, who lost 1 position. And then in 1st we had Leclerc, who gained 2 positions. So let's talk about the race now, with in 20th being Behrman, who had some sort of a failure and did not finish the race. He was the only one that did not finish. And then everyone from 19th all the way up to 10th were lapped by mainly McLaren. But in 19th we had Gasly, in 18th we had Colapinto, in 17th we had Sonoda, in 16th we had Ocon, in 15th we had Albon, in 14th we had Sainz, in 13th we had Hülkenberg, in 12th we had Hamilton, in 11th we had Hadjar, in 10th we had Antonelli, in 9th we had Verstappen, in 8th we had Lawson, in 7th we had Stroll, in 6th we had Bortoleto, in 5th we had Alonso, in 4th we had Leclerc, in 3rd we had Russell, in 2nd we had Piastri, and in 1st we had Norris. And I do apologise that I didn't tell you whether people went up or down in comparison to where they qualified, but I will make sure I have that sorted for the next race rundown in a couple of weeks. So let's talk about the drivers. So in first we still have Piastri with 284 points, followed by Norris in second with 275, and then Verstappen in third with 187, and then Russell in fourth with 172, Leclerc in fifth with 151, Hamilton in sixth with 109, Antonelli in seventh with 64, Albon in eighth with 54, and then Hülkenberg with 37 in ninth, 10th Ocon 27, in 11th Alonso with 26, in 12th we have Stroll with 26, in 13th we have Hadjar with 22, in 14th we have Gasly with 20, in 15th we have Lawson with 20, in 16th we have Sainz with 16, in 17th we have Bortoleto with 14, in 18th we have Sonoda with 10, in 19th we have Behrman with 8, and then Colapinto has 0, and Doohan, as we know, is in 21st because he doesn't race at the moment. So where are the teams? Well, McLaren are almost 300 points clear of Ferrari. They have 559, and then Ferrari has 260, Mercedes has 236, Red Bull has 194, Williams has 70, Aston Martin has 52, Kick Sauber has 51, Racing Bulls has 45, Haas has 35, and Alpine is on 20. Thank you so much for listening to another episode of Formula Amateur. This is the final race rundown for a couple of weeks as the summer break is on, so there is no more racing until the last weekend of August. But don't worry, I will still have the Saturday episodes. And once we are back in the Netherlands, we will resume with the race rundowns. Don't forget to check out my lovely colleagues on the Be The Change Media Network. And don't forget to check out the website, BeTheChangeMediaNetwork.com. Don't forget to subscribe to know when we are releasing new episodes. And also, we have an Instagram and Facebook page, both called Formula Amateur. On Instagram, it's Formula_Amateur. And I will see you on Saturday with another brief history of. Have a lovely rest of your week.